guys. Are we live?
We are live.
All right. So, welcome to 0 people. Are you sure? Yay. Okay. Hey, welcome everyone to IG Live. And today, Sarah and Brendan and I are here to walk you guys through the new winter collection that was just delivered. And a lot of you guys have a ton of questions, in fact, like 500 to be exact. So you have a lot of questions, and we are going to answer them. You and I are wearing the same sweater.
We did not plan this.
We did not. Okay. And this is cashmere, right? This is the lovely heavy cashmere. And what I want to show with this sweater is someone asked.
Oh, it's a merino wool.
Oh, such a liar.
Sorry.
Okay, so this is extra fine wool, but it feels like cashmere. So there you go, bonus, right? And so really bonus. So what's the price then on this? Okay, so you're welcome. It's a good price. That's what the line sheet said, good price. So, and I am wearing this with the super fine wool pencil skirt from the fall delivery. And this is the grayish colorway. And what is really great about this sweater is that we had done the collection around these biomorphic shapes. And when Hannah, you guys remember great Hannah, when she was here, she designed this sweater to literally be a round shape.
It's $4.95.
It's
Sorry, it was just
$4.95.
It was just
Super super welcome.
Oh, sorry.
So you can see from behind, like it's literally a round shape. And what's nice about this is that shape is giving drape, but it's not like a cape. You're not
Right.
like, the Ralph Lauren woman wearing a cape. And you're not all like slinkoid in the winter.
I've never heard that before, but we're
She's
testing it out.
She or he is a thing. So it's nice when you can get that drape in a way that is coming from just an organic, circular, geometric, interesting shape, which is what this does. But the question was, can I wear it under a jacket? So I want to show you first how this looks like under the bomber jacket. And I know some of you guys have been trying to buy the leather bombers, and some of your sizes have been sold out. I have grabbed the medium. That's the one that I had available to me for free, as in like from a sample. And I want to show you how the medium looks on me, because a lot of you have seen pictures of me wearing my small distressed one, and it's really like not that different. So anyways, you can see the medium. I just get the tips of my manicured nails here. But this is where it's sitting. But basically, I have no issue putting the circular sweater into here. It is really easy to put on. And you can see this brown and this gray blue look really pretty together. But that was a sweater that clearly is, a jacket that's clearly oversized and has lots of room. But I want to show you a Liam blazer around, like a tropical wool, because let's see it under a regular Liam.
We have that. Yeah, you can grab that. Is that a regular one or a satin color?
So this is just one of our regular Liam. So I want to show you how this works under a regular Liam as well. So this one is a size small, and this really works too. So what we love about the Liam is that it does have the dropped shoulder. And what it means is any of these thicker sweaters fit under them really nicely. Now, if you want to wear some big old jacked up, thick, heavy cable knit, that's not going to work. But that doesn't fit under anything. And for some of you who tell me like, winter time is just the land of like gigantic, puffies. The reason why you're wearing gigantic puffies in the wintertime is because you've got very thick cable sweaters at home too. So we are really big advocates of layering things up so that, when you get hot, you get into a restaurant or whatever, you can maneuver around. Okay, so speaking of thick sweaters, Bryn, you have on that. I'm going to go put on your jeans to see, because someone else asked me, are these jeans the same size as the Elfies from fall? The person who wrote to me thought that they were possibly a little bit smaller, but I will be the judge of that. So
So I am wearing the
here, which is one of my favorite things. And then speaking of big sweaters, this one is incredible. It comes in this green as well. And then these also come in the Dickies. They're so cozy, but it's really great. And it has underneath the detachable shoulder pads. You can see here. So it can give, you know, the extra.
So the vest that Brenna's wearing is $4.95. The sweater version, which we'll hold up in a second, is $5.25. And they're all mohair, which is
Yeah, so this is the sweater. And again, it has the drop shoulder. So good.
if you guys have been following us, I brought this sweater with me to Paris. So this sweater has literally, I've been wearing it since we got the sample. But this is kind of in a really interesting color combination, and I'm wearing it with full acid wash Sam jeans. These are 24. These are my size. The sweater is small, and the dickie is one size. But definitely good for layering without adding bulk, which Amy mentioned. A lot of people, want to know why they can't move their arms and kind of look like the girl from Willy Wonka who and ends up being a blueberry. It's because there's just too much stuff. So this has really been designed to fit under things and keep you warm, keep you stylish, but not extra padding.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
She changed it.
Wow.
So fast, right?
So fast. Wow.
So the verdict is they are the same size as the Elfies. But here's the thing, guys. I just want to explain this about sizing. Is when you are making clothing, we use humans to sew everything, right? And so with the humans that we work with, you have something called a tolerance. Something is allowed to come in a certain percentage over or under in terms of the size. So for instance, like in something like a pant, what you say is to a factory, you're like, you know what, that can come in a half inch under or a half inch over, and it's gonna be good. You're not perfect, we will definitely accept that. So what happens is maybe you got an Elfie that came in a half inch over. Okay, so maybe your first Elfie came in a half inch over. Well, what if you got an Elfie here and it came in a half inch under? So your perception, which is a reality, is that this pant would be a full inch smaller than the jean that you already have. Now, again, because these are individuals making these, each jean can be off or under a little bit by half of an inch, okay? So it is not surprising then that maybe you have one you're comparing to that might have an inch difference. If there is anything greater than that, that would be problematic, and I definitely want to hear about it. Not that I don't want to hear about the other one, but I would like to use my time super wisely, so I think just kind of talking to you guys about it is best. But this is the Elfie, and this is it from behind. And now what I love about this top that we have here is this is one of my favorite tops from the collection, because I think that it really straddles the whole PDW that we were talking about, that we want to nail for fall. And PDW in the fall, later holiday time, takes on a little bit different meaning, because a lot of times it means something that you can wear to an office and then go directly to an office-related holiday event. Or it's a type of thing that you can wear to an event that you need to hedge your bets. You're not sure how dressy people are going to be. Or if you're a mom, it might be something school related and you don't want to look like Tinkerbell, at your kids' party for their teachers. Like your kids will kill you for that. So this is a really good top for this. And what it is this is actually cotton poplin right here, so you can hear how good it sounds. And then this is satin. So it's literally hedging the bets. It's like I'm all casual here with my cotton, and then I got my satin sleeves here. But it's a really easy top, and I think it really dresses something up. And it's kind of like the ultimate party mullet, because if I showed up and I realized all of a sudden it was super casual, I'm good to go here with the denim. And then if it's super dressy, I'm good to go
as well.
Well, okay, I realize that I have two different socks on, and yes, we know that these are dirty. We literally have been using them. But socks have launched as of like 20 minutes ago. So they come in 12 colors, is that correct? Everyone's gonna come and show them all.
Yeah.
They're really great. They come, I would say, like just below the knee, and we've been using them, like stretching them down as ankle socks and leaving them higher up. Definitely this is where I think that if you are hesitant to play with color, this is kind of like the opportunity to dip your toe, no pun intended, into the waters. And so I just put on this green one on one foot so that I can easily show something different on the other one. But I'm wearing the mint green with this is an old Tibi silver shoe. And then we know you guys have been waiting, so we are so excited to share that the ombre alpaca sweaters have launched today. I am wearing the white ombre one that is now Byron's personal sweater. And Brenna's showing the other styles. So we have a vest that has kind of like cut off raw sleeves and a oversized cardigan. These are the three colorways. They're exclusive to Tibi, so you won't be able to find them anywhere else. And we are super excited to wear them well through winter. We basically, you guys know that it's all about building upon your foundation, the foundation of your wardrobe. So now that these are here, we're just gonna weave them into winter, like into wearing them for the season.
And I do want to explain, Sarah had just said that these are exclusive to Tibi, and this is a situation where unfortunately that actually was not the plan. And this was an idea that we were going to be selling these to a lot of our great partners. And what happened is we got the call from Italy like 2 months ago, and they were like, I'm sorry, only like 30% of the sheep were like shorn, and that's it, and we have to like or like alpacas, whatever they are. But it's so beautiful, and unfortunately though we were only able to produce a smaller handful of them, and it was really good. So I'm sorry to the stores that we are not able to get that out to.
But we're happy that
We
the
got
customers
and you
still
got
get
it.
them.
Yeah,
exactly.
you'll still get it. So
yeah.
our realities in our world. I wanted to show you guys also this. Do you know what the name of this group is? This is one, this top came in the cream and it comes in a black. And I'm wearing it with a darker bra so you can see.
Matte crinkle.
Okay, so it's a matte crinkle, and I want you guys to see the sheerness on it. I am very comfortable with this sheerness. If I had been wearing a nude bra, you would not have been able to see it. And if I was naked, you would get like nipple action for sure. The thing is what we love is this has this really nice drape to it. And it feels dressy, but certainly like if you were in the office, no one's asking you like, where are you headed to? You know, you're kind of appropriate in all your environments. So here, if I am wearing just the Liam with it, then it's absolutely okay for the office, but then I can go out at night and I am in a top that is, again, one of those hedging your beds and able to be worn out at night easily. And you can see this is the sleeve length, and it just has a lot of tremendous ease to it, but really nice details at the same time. And then this also comes in the black. But I am a fan of the sheerness, so that you know.
So we also had a question on if this family of sweaters is itchy. No. I'm also semi-allergic and very sensitive to some types of fabrication, so I'm very, like when I put on sweaters, like it's a big thing for me, and no, it is not itchy. I find it super comfortable. For me, it's quite soft, very beautiful, and it's like on my skin. I'm not wearing anything underneath this besides a bra, but otherwise the fabrication is incredibly soft and really, really good. Another,
Sure, yeah. Okay, so this is the cashmere sweater. Actually cashmere, 100%. It comes in this brown colorway, which I really love, and it comes in black. this is definitely like my go-to sweater for the season. I think it's really easy to dress something up or down, so I'm definitely wearing it more casually today with jeans, but I would also wear it with this brown balloon pant for like a tonal chocolate moment, honestly, probably with my brown sheer hose and the silver shoes that I'm wearing. That feels kind of festive. Maybe I'll wear this on Thanksgiving. But I'm wearing a size small. It hits about, I don't know, like mid-thigh. And I'd probably get this one size smaller, but I'm honestly really love an oversized sweater. And yeah.
I love that. And I love that with the brown belt and the whole like brown.
Yeah, I was
brown,
just
brown.
saying like a chocolate moment.
Very good. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of you, and one of you specifically, and you know who you are, wrote to me asking, how does this top fit? This is the strapless squiggly top, and they wanted to know, should they size up in it? And my knee-jerk response was that, you know, just whatever you've sized before in our strapless tops is gonna work for you here.
Why did they want to size up?
Well, you know, sometimes like in the strapless dresses, people have sized up before, if you've got the boobage going on.
No,
You know, like,
I get it. That makes sense.
So it really is like about the boobage. So on me, right on the rib cage area, I'm a bona fide size 4, but this area is a 2 at best, right? So you can see for me, it's actually, like it's hitting right here exactly. Now this is how high the slit comes up. She also asked if she would be able to see skin. And I think it just depends, like you can see with the lower jean here, yes, you're seeing skin. If I were wearing the, this one a little bit higher, then you would have like maybe an inch there.
I think it's also an opportunity to use like a hosiery moment. So maybe you're wearing like those Gucci
Yes.
black
Yes,
little hose that you wore in Paris.
yes. I'm gonna
To be
do a
very
detailed
specific-
picture of that.
To
That's
be
a
very
great-
specific.
Yeah, because, so what it is, guys, just here's a really good hack for you. Like Sarah was saying, if you're trying to figure out, like, how do I cover this area? Because there's really, like, it's a hard, there's no, like, slip that's like that. So what she was suggesting is, like, if you've got the pant and the top, then if you wear, like, pantyhose that has the whole, like, you know, the long under pantyhose area, like those come up to the waist, you can actually pull it up quite high and create like an interesting like black sheer moment that would be happening right there. And I would totally be down for that. So I'm gonna show you that in pictures. So that's a good way to kind of hide that little area that's happening. But for me in this, you guys can see I can twist around in this, and this is the bane of my existence with strapless tops. So normally for me, I'm gonna actually size down in this, and then I'm gonna be in a tinge bit of pain right here. It's gonna be a little bit too tight on me, but that's okay, because I am a solid size 4 around here, right? Cool.
I can also speak to that in our silk strapless dress that we did for spring. I am larger in the chest, and I had to size up once, more so just because I am much larger in the chest. But otherwise, like it's not like you drastically need to be bumping up 2 or 3 sizes. Like there is enough structure in there, and so I only sized up one time. I went from a 00 to a 0, and that was all that was needed. And then here I am wearing our shoulder pad sweatshirt, and I am apparently feeling shoulder pads right now. I don't know why. I think it's just making it easy, especially when I love to wear a jean. It's just something kind of elevating to the look. So for me, shoulder pads are a great way also to go from like work to dinner to event. You could even swap in our featherweight skirt. And even though it's a sweatshirt, like you're still getting some definition, you're still getting some intrigue despite from the shoulder pads. So that's why I'm a huge fan of that, and especially when you're doing a fabrication that's much more chill, having something that's modern, but even still classic in a sweatshirting makes all the difference. So big fan of that, even if you're just doing jeans, easy to wear, and even with our balloon pant that Amy showed in the brown, also in the black. That's another great way to dress up, and you could pull out some great heels, especially our weave that we've been living in. Pull it together, and that's your PDW look. So super simple with a sweatshirt and easy to pull through, and warm for the winter because it's cold, let's be real. Also a great layering piece, so t-shirts underneath, or you can do hosiery as well. It's not a cropped sweatshirt, but it definitely goes to the hips, so it's not going to be super long. So if you had something more low-rise and you potentially wanted to hike it up, like through the belt, you can do it this way, and another great way to layer hosiery with this as well. So, great one, and I believe this, oh yes, it does also come in our ivory, and then we also have the Calders coming in the ivory as well. I'm a huge winter whites person, so for me, I guess I also work in fashion, so that's something else to say, but my PDW is kind of a Calder set, or even the Calder ivory sweatpant, just because it's super easy, the structure of the shape is there. I feel like it almost mimics a brain koozie sometimes, so for me, I'm a big fan of wearing that up, putting on some heels with it, blazer, and that's a big PDW for me too. So this is going to be my lifesaver, especially for holiday parties and things like that around my family, where I want to dress up, but like not too crazy in a, full-on set. But this is just going to be easy. So yeah. Sorry. No, it's fine. We've been having fun. But yeah. So this is the jersey. But yeah. Yeah, anyway, huge fan of the sweatshirting, and I've now stolen Sarah's trick on belts. As you can see.
I'm literally I'm wearing the slim shoulder pad tee in black. It is a micro jersey. You guys have seen Amy wearing this in brown. It is now sold out in brown, but black is still available. And I simply have just kept these shoes on.
That's good.
It's the last. I'm surprised that we even have this one.
Yeah.
But just to show you how versatile it is, like I could definitely. This is like a very much like play dinner work fit.
Yeah, you guys. I asked you guys a question like, why did this sell out right away? And so here were the top 5 answers. The number 1 answer was, you guys said it fits a huge range of bodies. And someone had noticed that the large and the mediums had sold through first. And some people wrote me really long, nice bits of information about how the gathering like just draped across, but it wasn't like so skin tight.
Yeah.
And that skin tight thing was important to a lot of people who said they felt like it was bodycon, but not like aggressive bodycon. Like it wasn't like, wow.
I just totally know what you mean by that. Yeah, I do. Sorry if you all don't, but I'm definitely referencing like a BCBG or
right.
BJ.
It was like that moment. They felt like they have a lot of larger bottom options from Tibi, and that it was a good way to get big slim skin. Someone felt like it was big slim skin all in one. Someone said it was super booby friendly, which I've been accused of not being so.
Like a stamp of approval.
Yeah, booby friendly. And they love the color, certainly love the color brown. I would say if you love brown though, one way to kind of fake it too is just mix in like a good dark brown belt, because that's one of the things when you're wearing black, you don't have to be locked in. Like I think a lot of you guys are there over the navy and black hurdle, but the navy and brown hurdle is the new one to like really think about, and you can totally do that and give.
I also use a lot of like brown hosiery in different, like these are very, very sheer, but even like opaque ones with black, I think, if I was wearing like a black skirt or something, I'd probably wear brown sheer hosiery just to add a point of interest.
Which was one of the other questions was, where did we get the diamond patterned hosiery that we used on the site, and is it Tibi? And no, it's Target.
The diamond? Where
yeah,
is
the
diamond
pattern. Well, no, on the model.
No, I didn't know that we used that.
Yes, and it actually looked amazing. And we used it in the campaign.
Yeah.
And that was from Target. So knock yourselves out, guys. It's really good. And that's where, like, when you find good hosiery like that, just grab it. And
Totally.
I have to say, even though I did spend like a small fortune on the Gucci one 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I do wear it. Like, it was a had to have, but I wear it. So
Yeah.
not every day,
I mean,
like an ass.
yeah, yeah. I mean, hot take, if you find yourself in Penn Station, there is a hosiery store
Really?
that's really good.
At Penn Station?
Yeah, it's Penn Station.
Interesting.
Yeah, like the train.
Really?
So if you find yourself commuting,
Through
don't
Penn
knock
Station.
it till you try it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in New Jersey, people have really good hose?
Yeah.
Or do New okay. This is the velvet jacket, which we love, and it is so cozy. So I've got this on the tighter button here. Obviously, because it's so soft, when you cinch it up, it doesn't make it super, super tight. And then I'm gonna just open it up here. This is how it looks completely loose. And then I will let Bryn come talk to you while I do a trick with a belt to show you, okay? And this is the Stella pant in this as well, which I wanna say I love for a few different reasons. Again, holiday for us was all about, hedging your bets on where you're going, and when you show up, what are people dressed in, and not feeling like the crazy person. And what I love about these pants is they are so cozy. You feel like you are literally hanging out in your pajamas. But if I went to a really dressy event, I'm appropriate. But I would also wear these pants at Thanksgiving time with just like a gray sweatshirt and a slide. And I would be kind of, happy and part of the celebration, but I would not look like the ornament on the tree, which is the key. So this is really great. It's in blue. We did it first in a brown.
Brown.
I know, but Sarah nixed the brown.
Okay.
And but for a reason. For a reason.
She comes out.
No, she came out and then she's like, oh yeah, I
I
did.
would never nix a brown.
No, you did in this.
That's not brown.
No, the brown one. Okay,
That one-
it was okay. A bronze. Anyway,
That's a color that is.
well, let me say why it was nixed, and I happen to agree with it. It's because when it is in brown, it does not become as versatile as you think it would. Because in the brown, it looked more like corduroy. It looked like you were like, that little corduroy the bear showing up to a party. And if everyone was dressed in like chic black holiday gear, I would feel too like country.
I think you have to be a little bit more conscious about the shoe choice, like about
Yeah.
I don't think you could wear a t-shirt with it.
No.
Like, it just didn't feel as functional.
It was
I
not
think
as functional,
for me.
not as versatile at all. So, the key right now is, not everything has to be versatile within an inch of its life at all. But when it is, it just makes it that much extra better. And one of the things, I'm going to put this one on. Can I put this on? Yeah. Because it's not that versatile, but it's a good thing. So, all right, come show your green sweater. Hey, green is so pretty.
I love green.
These colors are so good. Who
So
did that?
So, when I was working at the store, as some of you might remember, there was the love of the Dickie. So much so that we got it in twice, and you all loved it so much. So, it's back. It's back, ladies and gentlemen, which is the most exciting thing ever. And there's more layering options. So one thing we showed on the site, which God bless the two of you for thinking of and showing the rest of us, is layering two colors. Layering two colors and showing it. So I am now going to be the biggest fan of wearing multiple colors, and I'm going to find sweaters in my own closet that I can do this with and potentially cut up, but also, get these as well. But my favorite is you can have the most versatility and intrigue by literally just layering the things that are going to keep you warm in winter. So we have what are we calling this, slate or gray? Slate? Slate? Washed gray?
Bluey, tinty, gray, mouse, no.
Well,
There's no name for it.
It's just-
I can aptly describe it.
really, really good, and a super good neutral. And you can also reverse the way that I'm doing this and wear the gray sweater and a green dickie, but this is really one of my favorite things.
Silver gray is the exact
Sil-
color.
Love that. Silver gray. Okay, fabulous. So silver gray with this gorgeous green, and as you guys all probably know from the lives, green, it's so good. So this is one of my favorite greens, but layering colors I think is also a great way to get the most use out of your wardrobe and definitely play into the PDW, and especially for holiday parties, like around family and stuff, not wanting to like be too dressy. A good way to, be able to wear your items but still like partake in family events is to layer colors, because then you're not like jumping into new silhouettes or fabrications that you're not comfortable with, but you're really sort of just playing with colors. I will show you another amazing one. I told you guys did this, and now I'm fully, I'm obsessed. This is like my favorite thing. So here is the yellow with it too. But it's just really easy to layer the colors, and then I know you guys all know this trick from last year, but even just wearing it's more like a shawl like that as well is incredible, or turned all the way to the front to give a bit more contrast in the colors, and it has the chewed out edges again that we love. Oh my god, Amy.
I love this so much. I can't wait.
It's so incredible.
Grab the right
It's so incredible.
sandal.
Right, back to the colors. But yeah, so this is one of my favorite tricks, and something I will be using all winter because I am such a fan of sweaters, and I think layering colors is really such a great way to get such good use out of things in your closet. And this can also, it doesn't need to be the same fabrication. With our cashmere brown sweater as well, the layering works just as well, just as any sweater. So this will come in the yellow, this now we know silver gray, and the green.
Well, it's just hard to describe the color.
Yeah,
honestly,
but it's like a good neutral too.
Yeah.
I would say. Wow, I'm
It's
gonna
so good.
let this have its own moment.
So to be honest, we love this dress so much. We are actually, for our holiday party, doing an off-site where we're getting dressed up, and you guys can bring a partner, because that's so weird to be like, yeah, I'm dressed up, and I'm with Doug in accounting, but it's good to be. I know, it's from The Office to every TV show. I'm sorry, it's it just happened.
Top 4
Well, but he's but I know. Exactly. Not knocking it, because it is super critical. But anyway, so what I love about this dress is it manages to be very dressed up, but also be very chill at the same time, which to me is the holy grail. So here are the things to look at. First of all, if I'm wearing this, I'm either going with some pasties here, or I'm going to do a bra that comes down lower. I have on a regular bra right now, so that you can see where it hits in the open back. So I would either do the lower bra or those pasties, which I know I've seen on different sizes, and sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. But what I was saying is, this dress manages to not be too precious. So here's one of the things that makes it not too precious, besides this disgusting manicure. But you'll see that it's raw edged here. So it's finished up here, or else that would really scratch you. But this is raw edged here. So what you'll notice is with some other brands, that are not as chill, brands that you would call more ladylike, they would never have a raw finish on it. Now, because Tibi is chill, modern, and classic, when we have a raw finish here, it doesn't mean that there are threads hanging down and fringe, right? We're just using this to create the cleanliness and the modernity and the chillness, but it's still quite refined. And everything about this fabric is super refined. So you've got a long slip inside. The slip is not opaque. The slip is a sheer. You can see here it's sheer. And the reason that it's sheer is we tried a more opaque one, and all of a sudden it was it just ruined the whole dress. And then I don't know if you can tell, but I am wearing very bright white boy short underwear.
Absolutely can't tell.
Okay, so it's opaque enough then, because I'm absolutely,
Yeah.
that's what I'm wearing.
Not at all.
So now we did this also.
I thought you were gonna put that one on and try to, I don't know, renew
Get
your
married.
vows or something.
Oh, well, Frank's not here. So we also have it in this colorway, which I'm really excited. So one of our customers is getting married in a field in, I think, New Mexico, and she's going to be wearing this. And I think she's just wearing like a pair of like good like cowboy boots with it, and she's going to be absolutely gorgeous in it.
So that's actually a really good wedding
It's a very good wedding dress. So can I wear this to a wedding?
dress. Not your own wedding.
Yes, my own wedding, which I don't have because I'm married. And then you can also do a two-for option. So this, when we were creating the design for this top, it was very important that it stayed chill because it's got the see-throughness, it's got all the bling, and we didn't want the top to look prissy and uptight. So just keeping it in a t-shirt body here is great because then, like if you're wearing the jeans here, like this with like a chic sandal or whatever is perfect.
Wow, this is so cool.
So good.
So good. So easy.
Super duper good.
So fun. Wow, and this is a very soft material as well, I have to say.
I know.
Like, really delicate.
Okay,
Not
so
bad.
will you talk amongst yourselves here? And I'll-
Yeah, so I've been looking for a clip. I don't know if anyone's back in the office, but like we definitely, like, things just get taken. Like the clips, the clamps.
Who did?
There's no
Doug.
Doug.
Doug did it.
So I was trying to get something just to like pin these back a little bit because they are a little bit big. Did you make one for me?
Did you make one for me?
Please, sir. But I just wanted to show you guys the crinkle something. You know, I think what threw me off is because it's called the Sage Crinkle Lyocell, and I think the color for like green sage. Anyways, this is the white version. I'm wearing a size small. I would probably take this size, to be honest. I like that it's a little bit loose. I like that it's sheer, and I am wearing it with the brown balloon pants. I have my handbag here because these are a little bit too big on me, but I still love them. This is the regular size, so they're a little bit more draped on me, and again, I'm 5 feet and I'm wearing them with like a 1-inch heel. But I just took Amy's brown alligator belt to show you guys just a different.
Actually, Frank's belt.
Oh, sorry, Frankie. Autocorrect on my email. Frank's belt that I borrowed from Amy that she borrowed from Frank. And I just wanted to create some contrast. So I'm actually wearing this sheer brown hose, and at the top it's a little bit darker. So just created a bit of like a higher waist and kind of added some depth here. But this is really such a good pant for like play dinner work.
12 mower.
12, yeah. I mean, it's super lightweight. It's probably the most versatile fabric.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very like heavy, rich silk, and you know, this is one of the things to look out for, guys, when you're shopping. So this is like a 40 mommy silk, and what it is it really might be 30 mommy. I might be lying on that, but anyways, it's super heavy and rich, and so it gives guts. So if you're standing there, it's actually one that, like, if it's kind of cold out, you're not going to feel it through the silk. You're not going to feel like you've run out in your lingerie.
Right.
Balloon pants that you
What
wear around.
what kind of pants are you wearing?
Did you mention that this top we did with a clean front for?
You know, I didn't. I confused myself because it's called the Sage Crinkle Lyocell, and I just keep picturing it in that sage color that I typically use.
Yeah.
But yes, we didn't do the
cut
like
there.
the cut like the that we had for fall with the kind of powder blue and the brown. So I think this is definitely feeling very like minimal 90s.
Yeah, I think for fall we wanted that top to really have the moment where it was about the entire top, and for holiday here we wanted this top to be the one that could just be perfect for layering up. But I have to say, even on you, like, well, I mean, obviously they're
I said
3 sizes too big, but
Yeah.
it's so cute with the.
I know.
This is
yeah.
such a good
This
moment.
is guys. This is like like a really good trick, I feel like, just to really add like some depth when you feel like, even with a jean or a black skirt, like think of like, you know, I would do it with like a black Celopan and a fishnet hose and a t-shirt.
It can be a real design detail. It can also be something that if you do want to be more held in here.
Totally.
When we've done, one of the things that you guys love about the double-waisted jeans and the double-waisted skirts that we do is it looks like a corset effect, which is interesting from a design point of view, and then a lot of you guys like it because it holds you in. That's what this is doing in a really interesting way. So to answer your questions from IG yesterday, from your DMs, this top does not have the bust detail like we did for spring. We created this one for holiday to have more of just a pure layering option.
What are your pants called again, sir?
The balloon pant.
The balloon pants.
We first did these in 2019 and they were a crowd favorite. So we brought them back.
And then your dress that you're wearing now?
So I am wearing the 4-ply cashmere dress. It is insane. So we've got it in the navy blue, and then we also have it in the cream here. So it is the ultimate luxury dress. It is extremely rich cashmere. It is plied with, I think, 2% of Lycra. And what that Lycra does is it gives it a robust feeling so that it's not like a super mushy, drippy cashmere, right? So normally, like if you've got a cashmere dress hanging up, normally it would be like very floppy and everything. This is what gives it that sturdiness. If you think about what your ideas maybe of like what a beautiful 60s vintage like semi-structured dress would be, this gives you that kind of like I'm just hanging out in a palazzo in Italy vibes. Does it without any floppiness. So this has a lot of guts to it. And then if any of you guys have the short sleeve cashmere ones from a year ago, it's the same weight, just made into a dress. And then here we have it in a long sleeve option in the cream and in the navy. So for those of you who have loved what the Giselle sweaters do, if you loved what that skin-like mercerized black sweater did for fall, how it was just so simple and clean, but so refined and elevated and just goes with anything, that's what these do. But we try and offer things at different levels. So this is clearly doing it at like a super luxe rich heavy cashmere level. It's good to have options. And there you go. Now I want to show you guys something from a design point of view that I think that you'll find interesting. So when I was talking about what makes this dress so great, this is one where we really debated for a long time internally, like, is this fabric something that we should be doing? And I remember really debating with Tracy because I was like, I really want something shiny. I want something sheer. I'm just craving something beautiful and amazing. And what was interesting is the first iteration that came out was in this halter dress. And when it came out, it was like, okay, this was like really the obvious version of what that fabric wanted to be. And I think if you look at this, like it's lovely, but it's not Tibi to do something that is sheer and that is completely like open in the back and halter and floaty. And I'm sure after this live, 5 million of you are gonna call and ask me for it. But listen, it was lovely, but it's a different brand. Like it reminds me of an old like Roberta Cavalli or something like that. So different brand. So for a lot of you guys, when you write to me and you're like, well, I'm confused because I'm a creative pragmatist and I like things a little bit more minimal, and why am I drawn to like this crazy Gucci sweater? Why am I drawn to this like over the top Balenciaga dress? And the reason that you are is even though it has all those like extra codes to it, it's still at the end of the day, the cut tends to be very minimal and it's clean and it's modern. So yes, I absolutely can do this sheer and with all this like glittery moment, but for me to feel like myself, it needed to be in a body that was quite straight with this clean arm and then the raw edges here. And this is what makes something in your wheelhouse. So those are all the different things that you want to process when you're shopping for things. It's not just about the fabric, it really is about the whole combination of things together. And the thing is, you guys, you have enough time to stop and really think about what those combinations are that work best for you. Because the great thing is, like, clothing is not like food. If you don't have it one day, you won't go hungry. It's something that you can really think about and plan out and buy in a smart way. So if you do invest in a dress like this, or you invest in a dress like this, you're really thinking about it for the long haul. And maybe you'll donate it to a lucky kid one day. Are you wearing the long skirt?
I am, but just go for it. Okay.
But what's
I'm
wrong?
having a shoot.
Okay, this is pretty.
Who made that lovely thing?
All right, fuck off. Damn it.
Did you guys know that
So
Amy's
pretty.
office is in the Devil Wears Prada? When that's what my reference was, when James Holt is like, oh, I love your bag. Who made that beautiful thing?
Oh, it's such
And
a
she's like,
toolbox
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys the skirt version of the dress that Amy was wearing in white, and I'm again wearing the sage crinkle top in white. Kept on the same tights, and I've been wearing these silver shoes. This to me is just like a very long and lean silhouette, which we have been really loving, I would say, for the past 2 seasons or so. And I definitely feel streamlined here. But what I do want to note is the contrast of texture. So you've got kind of the sparkle glitter moment, and then the crinkle here. It works together because they're both kind of like ick textures. And then, you know, I wanted to remain neutral with the tight and then just add a little bit of silver in the shoe to pick up on the skirt. This is definitely like a holiday look for me, but I would wear these pieces as separates. The skirt I would definitely wear like with a t-shirt, with a sweatshirt, and without tights. So I definitely, there's one thing to also note, the lining is removable. I'm gonna keep the lining on for right now, but so it can be super, super sheer, and if you are going to go super, super sheer, I would suggest pairing with a bodysuit. You know, that's something, if you guys looked at our spring runway show, that was a really big theme that we focused on, especially with the lantern dresses and some of the sheer colored skirts, and even the slips. So definitely, you know, we like kind of seeing a silhouette beneath the skirt, so it's definitely something that we feel really strongly about, and we are not just wearing it now with winter, but you will see it within the next few seasons as well. Ryan, would you like to come on? And oh, they're silver now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're wearing the long skirt, right?
I think no, maybe not. This might be the long skirt. Let's see.
That's the long skirt.
That's the long skirt, which I can go put on.
Do you mind putting it on? Because I'd like to see the difference. It's, okay. Okay, so someone had asked about, what did you ask me about these shorts? You asked where they hit. They are designed to sit low. These are the Celia Drape shorts. And what I love is we do love a good short. And this is, what's so great about the Celia Drape is it really looks like leather from a distance. Like so many times you think it's leather and it's not. I'm wearing this with the heavy oversized cashmere sweater, which we also have in the great brown color that Sarah was wearing earlier. And I absolutely would, I would absolutely wear the brown with this as well. I love it all together, of course, but this is so chic. But anyways, this really, and what's great about the Silly Drape is it is a 12 mower, because I for sure would wear it with just a little skimpy tank top and a sandal in the summertime, and then you are full on winter. And before Bryn comes on and takes the stage, I just want to show you too, again, just pairing it with something too, like the leather jacket. Someone had written me this morning and they said that they wanted to make sure that they don't feel like a poser in the leather jacket. Like they didn't want to be Tina Try Too Hard. And the thing is I was explaining to her that when your jacket, when any of your clothing serves such a function, if you're working out, the leather covers your bum. That's a good thing, okay? I saw way too much of that the other day on the street. And then if it's really cold out, cold enough to warrant a leather jacket, then usually your ass is cold. So like having things really short and your bum sticking out,
Yeah.
like that serves no purpose to me. And then we love what brown and black do together, and we really love brown, black, and white together. So, you know, I don't want to force something on her, but
if you're gonna buy anything, it's this outfit.
But, hello, no, just, you know, you really, when you can defend the purchase to yourself, and you can defend it to yourself because it is something that makes utter and complete sense, then you will find that if anyone else is like, hey, you know, are there 3 of you in there? Like, really? Does that person even warrant, like, whatever? You know, I'd be like, haha,
Yeah.
clown car.
Hop on in.
Yeah, exactly. Hop on.
That's what I would say.
Hop on in, says Sarah to the guy on the subway. All right. Come in.
I feel very ethereal right now.
You
Feeling
are.
good. I'm feeling incredible. This is the longer version of the featherweight, and for reference, I'm 5'2". Like, I'm not very tall.
And that's a size small.
And
so
this is a
it's
size
gorgeous.
small.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think if I took my true size, it would maybe just like a skosh, but really not like, you know, drastic difference. This to me is incredible. I am wearing just a 1-inch little Ola heel with this, and then our mohair vest with the shoulder pads. I'm loving the contrast of the colors. I also, if I keep walking back and forth, it's because I'm really enjoying the way that the skirt is moving and watching myself walk. But this is the featherweight skirt that is just the easy one to throw on. And what's great is with this, you know, elastic, I could pull it up a little bit higher if I wanted it just a little bit higher if I'm walking through the streets of New York and I didn't want it to absolutely touch the bottom of the ground, because, you know, New York streets are like not the cleanest you've ever seen. So that's, you know, that's fine. But I mean, this is amazing. This is, I think, perfect. You know, with, you could use collar pair of heels, or even a boot under this, and that could really take you to the office. The rest of this can take you to dinner. This is great for holiday parties. You know, it's just very easy. You can wear, you would even layer the, you have it up there, but the sheer one of this, if you're wanting to be very like play and dinner or going to a holiday party, you can layer sweaters. This is kind of be your everyday like pull on. Obviously, because it's a slower, you can use hosiery as not only a styling trick, but also to keep you warm, and layer with shoes and socks. So it's just like the most versatile thing ever. And I'm also, again, still walking because I really enjoy seeing myself walk in this skirt, not a dress. I believe this also came in black, but I will confirm.
It does.
It
It comes in brown.
Brown.
Maxi and brown.
Maxi and brown. Okay.
So good.
It looked like black.
Well,
It's okay. That's part of the line sheet.
So, also, a big fat you're welcome here. We brought this pant out in a longer length, and a lot of you guys had been writing hate mail to me because we have never done this balloon pant in a longer length. But now you know who you are, Vanessa. You're going to be very excited that we have this. But it comes in a longer length. So I'm wearing the longer length. If I were wearing the shorter, that hits about right here. I want to show you though a good trick if you do go with the longer length, and if you go with the longer because you wanted options. The thing is this pant does kind of roll up nicely because it's got the elastic at the bottom. You can actually do like 2 little rolls there, and still have it look kind of refined and put together. So you don't have to be so limited if you want to go with the longer length.
Oh, I
So,
like that.
right, it's good. Okay, so I am just, again, for the holiday moments that are chill and effortless and relaxed, like, again, if you invite me over to your house for a delicious holiday meal, this is how I'm going to show up, and it's going to be great. And you can walk out in a tutu, and I'm going to feel like I'm appropriately dressed because I'm maybe going to have like some sparkly earrings on or something. I hope you guys have been looking at the posts that we've done with Gada Nazal jewelry. Did I pronounce everything right?
Gazelle.
Not a gazelle. Her sister's got it,
Yeah,
so
no,
I get a pass.
You're absolutely right.
The most beautiful, beautiful jewelry. But anyway, so guys, I hope that this was good. I hope that we answered all of your questions, and have a great holiday time. We will see you. Well, next week you'll see these guys.
And are we going to
Yeah.
Christmas?
It's the
Happy Halloween,
No more
everyone.
sunglasses.
See you in November.
No, but I'm going to be in Raleigh, Durham, and another city next week. Vermilion and then Burton Vogue. So I'm very excited about that. If I have appointments with you guys, I look forward to seeing you there. But Britt and Sarah are back here holding down the fort for IG Live. Any questions, please DM me. And really all this is just in the new arrivals, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay? All right. Bye.
Oh, we're doing it.
No, I don't know how to do it, so.
I think we should do a trick or treating episode. What to wear to trick or
Well, I
treat.
feel like that was